It all started one peaceful day in the Tromaville Public Park. Major Disaster, Junkyard, and I were just kicking back and relaxing.
It's rare when hideously deformed creatures of superhuman size and strength like us can have a day off.
It sure is, Junkyard. More breeze, if you please.
Ah, what a life. We're young, we're free, and we're radioactive. Who could ask for anything more?
Help! Help!
That sounds like a lady in distress.
Well, what are we waiting for? Let's go!
Oh, help me, someone! Help me!
I was right. It is a lady in distress.
She's not in distress. She's in this surgeon's gown.
That's because I'm a tree surgeon! Now please, rescue me!
I'll handle this.
Oh, how did you do that?
I have a way with vegetation.
So do I. That's why I'm a tree surgeon. Elma Oakley's the name.
I'm Major Disaster, and these are my fellow mutated mates, Toxie and Junkyard.
How are you?
Won't you take off your mask so I can see what you look like?
Well, if you insist.
Why, you're kind of plain looking.
You're no Tom Cruise yourself.
But that's okay. I think I'm in love with you anyway. Where'd that music come from?
From Russia. It was written for some ballet.
Well, I've got to be running. I've got so much to do before Arbor Day.
Arbor Day?
That's when everyone runs around planting trees.
Yeah, and trees are nothing to be sniffed at.
There's so much poor, defenseless vegetation that needs looking after.
Fellas, I think I'm in love with Elma. Do you suppose she'd go out on a date with me?
The answer is yes.
All right!
All right!
Meanwhile, in Island City, the evil Killamoff was up to another of his villainous schemes.
That's Dr. Killamoff to you!
Sorry, the evil Dr. Killamoff was up to another of his villainous schemes.
That's better. Behold, Bonehead, the answer to all my problems. Here, test it yourself.
Nah, I'm okay. I'm wearing one of those 30-day deodorant pads.
It isn't a pit spray, you dunce. It's something from my home planet of Smogula. It's called Smog in a Can. Watch. Ah, delightful, isn't it? It brings the outdoors indoors.
Yeah. I noticed that subtle hint of mint.
Here it is, Dr. Killamoff, the bonsai tree you asked for.
Splendid, Psycho! Watch closely as I demonstrate Smog in a Can's special side effects. Ta-da!
Instant smog?
Exactly! It mutates the process of photosynthesis so that instead of producing oxygen, the trees produce thick, poisonous, gorgeous smog. I must go into full-scale production immediately.
Well, what if there are no factories left in Tromaville, and you have to smear Mayor Grody in order to find some place to manufacture it?
Psycho, you are such a worrywart! Mayor Grody!
Dr. Killamoff, what a pleasant surprise.
Skip the inane pleasantries, Grody! Have you located a factory for me to manufacture my Smog in a Can yet?
Finding just the right location isn't easy, you know.
Will a $500 contribution to your campaign funds speed things up?
Hey, wait. It suddenly hit me. The chewing gum factory I sold to the toxic Crusaders.
Excellent! Dispossess them immediately! What delicious irony! Using the Toxic Crusaders' very own factory to manufacture the means of their own destruction!
I never realized he was such a good dancer.
But yeah, you gotta hand it to Killamoff. He's just one jump ahead of everybody.
Yeah, you'd think he was a giant grasshopper instead of a cockroach.
Oh, hey, here comes one of those toxic creeps. Let's split.
La-di-dum, da-dum, da-dum, ha-ha, la-la. I'm in love with a wonderful tree surgeon. And you thought Dr. Killamoff was the only good dancer in this show.
Oh, there you are, Major.
I picked these just for you, Elma.
Sorry, I've got a major allergy to flowers.
Gesundheit. That's funny. Me too. Gesundheit. We have so much in common. This is a great date.
There's something wrong with this tree.
How bad is it?
It's major. It's suffering from bug blight.
Heck, I can fix that easy.
How? By changing your name?
You see, ever since my toxic accident, I've had this special power over plants and trees. Step aside and I'll demonstrate. I can't believe it. My powers of healing are gone. Oh, I'm so humiliated. I could never look another green thing in the face again.
Wait, Major! Come back! I had no idea hideously deformed creatures of superhuman size and strength were so sensitive.
Well, what do you know? This stuff Killamoff invented actually works.
Maybe, but I still say something's bound to go wrong with this idea.
Oh, yeah? Like what?
Like that, for starters.
I'm so embarrassed. I've lost my ability to control plant life.
All right, so you got a brown thumb. Last week I drowned a foin by overwatering it. Does that make me a bad person?
No, just a bad person to come to for comforting. Don't you understand? I humiliated myself in front of the first date I've had since my nuclear accident.
There's no reason to sulk. If Toxie lost his special powers, I'd still love him. Of course, that wouldn't leave us with much of a show. Let me sing you a song I wrote on that very subject.
Please, Yvonne. Hasn't he suffered enough?
When a woman loves a man, she gives it all she can. Even when he loses his powers, she'll stick by him, sometimes for hours. I knew that'd make you feel better.
Whoa! It's a full-fledged traumaton attack.
That usually means that evil's brewing somewhere nearby.
Exactly. But where's it coming from?
It's coming from the bubblegum factory.
Oh no! Not the bubblegum factory that Mayor Grody sold you so you could become self-sufficient superheroes and no longer have to live on handouts and could hold your heads up high, and we sure covered a lot of backstory in one sentence.
That's the one. Come on, Major Disaster. We've got a job to do.
I know it's not much of an act break, but it's the best we could come up with on such short notice.
What do you think of our slogan? It's toxic, but it's tasty.
It's catchy, but it's kooky.
Get ready, everyone! We're about to turn out our first batch ever of Toxic Crusaders chewing gum.
I'll sit down here, Toxie's mom.
Whoa, Bender, my man, hold on. Who ever heard of gray bubble gum?
Oh, Fender, you're such a traditionalist. Here, let me add a pinch of pepper.
Way to go. Now you're cooking.
Colorizing our bubblegum? Who does he think he is? Ted Turner?
We're about to start the assembly line.
Hire when ready, Toxie's mom. For the uninitiated, I'll explain the process as we go along. Gum enters a bin known as the goop cutter, which cuts it, then feeds it onto a roller thingamajig, then this other gizmo chops it into slices, and this switchmacollet wraps it up with a card, and this gadget catches it. I hope this hasn't been too technical for you.
And best of all, the cards have our pictures on them. Totally turbo, don't you think?
Oh, sorry. I really must have my brakes adjusted.
Bonehead!
You did this on purpose! You'll pay for this, young man!
No way, lady!
Hey, that's no lady. That's Toxie's mom.
Get with the program, folks. Mayor Grody just condemned this factory. You got 5 minutes to clear out.
But how can he sell us this place, then throw us out one episode later?
I don't know. I guess it's how long it took for the checks to clear. Okay, guys, waste this place.
Sure is sad. All our dreams popped, chewed up, and spit out like bubble gum. Help! Help! Don't worry, I'll handle this. Sorry, we'll handle this. Oh no! I must save him! Gotcha!
Yeah!
Oh, yeah! This is epic! It was all a dream. I was dreaming I shared my bod with some moldy old scientist.
I'm having the same dream, only in my case, it's a nightmare. Okay, troops, back to headquarters. By the way, anyone know where there's a drive-through tank wash around here?
Yeah!
Some good neighbors you are.
What do we do now, fearless leader?
Are you talking to me?
Do you see any other fearless leaders around here?
I guess not. Okay then, I say we go straight to Mayor Grody's office and demand some action.
Okay,
Hey, let's do it!
We're the Toxic Crusaders. We're the Toxic Crusaders. We're the Toxic Crusaders. Of that we're pretty sure of.
Wait, we forgot something.
It's probably me. I was never very good at remembering lyrics.
No, I mean Mom. Didn't we leave her back in the factory?
I think so.
No wonder I'm feeling so guilt-free.
We're the Toxic Crusaders. We're the Toxic Crusaders. We're the Toxic Crusaders.
Ah, my plan is working brilliantly. Soon those interfering toxic crusaders will be but a memory.
We're the Toxic Crusaders. Of that we're pretty sure.
Heartbeat highly irregular. This is 1-6 Sycamore. Well, no wonder. It's surrounded by its own personal smog bank. Even the Tromaville Tree Preserve is becoming polluted. And so close to Arbor Day. Well, Mayor Grody will hear about this.
Yvonne, feisty little devil that she is, decided to call on the mayor with us.
Mayor Grody, you had no right to condemn the bubblegum factory.
Suddenly, the door burst open, and there stood another feisty lady.
Mayor Grody, we have to have words.
It was Elma Oakley, noted tree surgeon, botanical bacteriologist, and Major Disaster's main squeeze.
All the trees in Tromaville Park are dying. You've got to do something about stopping this pollution.
Right. That's why I shut down the bubblegum factory. It was creating too much smog.
Now hold on. Our bubblegum doesn't cause smog.
I haven't got time to discuss it. Case closed. I've got to look after tomorrow's big Arbor Day parade.
I may be nearsighted, but even I can see this is a permit to start manufacturing in our factory.
Why, that dirty dog! Our building wasn't condemned after all!
Fellas, there's something suspicious about this. I think it's time we paid a visit to our ex-bubblegum factory for some answers.
You were right, Tuxie. Something is going on.
I wonder what they're up to.
That's just what we're going to find out.
No way, Tox Man. We'll never get in there with those radiation rangers checking out the entrance.
Not from the outside, Fender, but I know a shortcut.
The sewer?